Hi, this is Kate.
And this is Dad. This is an episode of
Coding
with Dad.
So today we're going to be showing you something that's pretty cool. We're not going to be coding on Scratch.
Yep.
But we're going to be doing a different coding thing. So we are going to be coding on Kahn Academy.
And Kahn Academy is for those who don't know, Kahn Academy is a great website for learning. You can almost learn anything from math, science. But then one of the things they have that's really good is learning how to code, right? Like JavaScript and stuff, right, Kate?
Yeah. There's so many things you can learn on Kahn Academy, like even music and things.
Wow.
So they have videos and they have like these little test things that you can take. So
yeah,
it's a very good website.
Yeah, so if you don't have a Kahn Academy account, you can come to KhahnAcademy.org. You see it up here. And create an account. You can create an account with using your Facebook account or using a Google account or using an email. But make sure you get your parents' permission, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so we created a Coding with Dad one, but you have your own. But we created a Coding with Dad account. And actually, want to show them how to get to the computer programming piece, Kate?
Okay. Yeah.
So like once you log in, you'll have your name up here, and if you click on that, you can go to your profile. And it has a really nice Coding with Dad. Kahn Academy has a very nice thing where they have a lot of projects, and you can either learn programming as one thing or create a new program. So if you create a new program, it's sort of like Scratch in a way, right, Kate? Because you're creating a program inside Kahn Academy, right?
Yeah. So this right here, you can name the project. So I'm gonna name it Circles. Is that how you spell circles?
Perfect.
Okay, circles. So that's because today we're going to be learning how to draw circles in JavaScript.
Yeah.
So.
And I think Kahn Academy has, like, we're going to type things in there. And like if you type this into your web browser might not have this, there. But in the Kahn Academy programming environment, sort of like Scratch, they have these, these things already set up. Like how would you draw a circle in Kahn Academy's JavaScript, Kate?
So, well, one thing I want to explain is this isn't too much like Scratch. This is a lot like Scratch, but is also a lot different in its own way. Like you can't just write draw a circle in the middle of the screen.
He doesn't understand what that means.
Look at what it says.
It says But what's nice about the Kahn Academy site is that they're always looking, because you're really supposed to be typing real JavaScript, right?
Yeah.
So it's a little different than Scratch. You're not building things with blocks. You're actually typing the code. So it's kind of a little more advanced in a way, right, Kate?
Yeah. So for a circle, you have to put in the shape of. So basically, this doesn't count as just circles. It counts as ovals too. Ovals and circles. So you just want to say basically a round shape. So ellipse.
No, ellipse.
Ellipse. Sorry, I'm not looking at it. P-S-E. Okay, so now in parentheses, in parentheses, you want to put where you want it to be. So x is the x coordinate
for the center of the ellipse.
Center. So you're going to type in, well, where do you want it to be? X goes back and forth like that. Y goes up and down. So
the X. So let me ask you a question, Kate. So it's going to draw it over here. So this is 0, 0, right? So the X number goes up as you go from here to here, from 0 to 200, right?
Yeah.
And the Y
to 0 to 400.
To 400, and the Y goes 0 to 400 this way, right? Or thereabouts, right?
So that means 200.
So 200 would be in the center.
Be in the center. So after every number, you got to put a comma. See that comma right there next to the X? After every number, you got to put a comma to separate the numbers. Then you do a space, and you put what you want the up and down coordinate to be.
Okay.
What do you want that to be? And Y says the Y coordinate of the center of the circle.
Right.
So
What
now
should we use for that?
maybe we want to put it in the middle,
Sure.
like exactly in the middle. So 200 again.
Yep.
So now I'm gonna put W and H.
So W is what?
W is the width of the ellipse.
Oh.
And H, you guessed it, is height.
Yeah. So we made those both the same. It would be an exact circle, right?
And might be easier to remember because the W is like width,
Yeah.
and H is height.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna just put 100 and 100.
Okay.
Let's see how this
then
makes
another-
a circle. Wait,
Another
did I make
parenthesis.
this right? Yeah, and then the end parenthesis right there to close it. But does this work? No, you need to end the thing by putting a little.
Ah, the guy got happy too down here, huh?
Yeah. Sad. Sad, happy, sad, happy.
So that drew a circle. How do you so if we were messing around with it, can we change like some of the values to see it go to like
So, do you want to make just a normal circle, like a oval? I meant.
Yeah, show me.
So this is how you would make a face too, and you can see this now.
Because
how
now
it's
it's
just a
1.
line.
The height is
It's
1.
1.
That makes sense.
Well,
right?
it's not really a line. You may think it's a line, but the height is 1.
Right.
This is a line.
Ah.
That's just a line.
Okay.
So what we want to do to maybe make an oval, like for maybe like a face or something.
Uh-huh.
Well, maybe we'll do 150.
Ah, yes. I see.
And then maybe we want to grow this face to make it big. Maybe we want to do 350
Oh.
and 300.
It went from looking like Bert to Ernie.
Yeah, so
And Kate, could you show me one other thing? What happens if you change one of the first 2 numbers with the X and Y?
well,
Will that move the circle around on the screen?
an easy way to actually change this on Kahn Academy, they make it really easy. There's like a bar above this,
Oh.
and you can do that.
Oh, cool. So
The
it's
bar?
moving as you move. As that number gets closer to 0, it moves it to the left, and it gets closer to 400, it's going to the right, right? Oh,
Yeah, and I can make it go way off the screen too, you
Yeah.
know?
Whoa.
So,
How about going up and down?
up and down, well, you'll need to use the Y for that
Okay.
because Y is up and down.
Right.
So now I go way
Oh, yeah.
over that way, I get it lower
it goes,
down,
Yeah.
and then it's hiding. Why is it hiding?
There it
Okay.
goes.
There it goes.
Hello.
Bye-bye. Hello, bye-bye. Okay, so that's how you make it that's how you make it go up and down.
Now, could you draw like something out? Like if you were like, we don't have to draw a whole face, but like, could you draw multiple shapes on the screen at the same time?
This is really easy way to do this. Ready? You could just press Command C
or
and then-
or Control C on a
or
Windows.
Control C on Windows, and then
Command V or
Command-
Control V.
Command V or Control V, and it'll make another circle. But where's the other circle?
Where is it?
Well, you'd have to change where the other
Oh,
circle
yeah.
is because
Because they were just right exactly
they're
on top of each
exactly on top of each other. Let's see if I make
You made it.
201.
Yeah.
It's almost looks like a thick circle on
Yeah.
the top and a thin circle on the bottom.
Yeah.
You know, so
Can we make a smaller one? Like we
I
start
can
to
make
do an eye?
yeah, I can make a small circle, like maybe even 30
Yeah.
and 35.
Oh, yeah. Now you can move it around too?
You know, and now I can move it around by putting these back
Oh,
and forth.
yeah.
And I could change the number if I wanted to, but I'm just
Yeah.
using
It's
the
actually
slider.
easier to kind of see it. But you could imagine if you drew, you could just keep on drawing ellipses and whatever, you could end up making a face, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah, so, oops.
There we go.
Okay, so, yeah, if I just copy and pasted that and then moved it over to the to the right, and then maybe made a oval mouth
Hmm.
and some oval eyebrows,
Yeah. You can kind of go crazy
you
and
can
really
kind of make a whole face.
out of JavaScript.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So,
Kate, show me that other thing that you were showing me before we started recording about,
oh yeah.
drawing the circles.
So I had another thing where you could draw the circles on the screen instead of it just appearing when you type in the code.
Right.
You could have code so you could draw it.
So we could just erase over that.
So I'm just gonna go, yeah, and I'll erase over this one. Sorry, face, bye-bye. Okay, so what you need to do for this is you need to do a variable.
Yep.
So,
if we name that variable draw, right?
yeah, if you don't know what variables are, then I recommend watching a few of the Scratch videos.
Yeah, it's the same concept in Scratch, right?
The same thing, yeah.
But here you're setting, like here you're going to be setting a variable to a function. Now let's explain what a function is. So like if you do this, you're going to say draw equals function.
Whoa. How did you get that?
I guess I think it just popped up because Kahn Academy was smart enough to do that. What this does is a function is something, is like a little bit of section of code that you want to call to repeat. Now what Kahn Academy does is if you have a function called draw, Kahn Academy is just going to keep on calling that function. So we do things inside that function, it's just going to keep on calling it and drawing it, right? It's sort of like a loop in Scratch, right?
Yeah. But this, you see this little starting thing? This and this.
The curly braces.
The curly braces, yeah. You type anything in there, and
that's what will get. That's what will get executed every time draw is called. And draw is called when we say calling a function. We're like Kahn Academy's editor. This editor that we see is going to be calling that function over and over and over, right?
Well, you can't do anything because that's not right.
Yep, and even the little guy says, right?
You can do anything that's in the JavaScript. So
what would happen if you draw an ellipse in there?
Yeah, so that's
draw an ellipse
what
that
we're
is
gonna do.
exactly the same as what you did before. Would it just?
Okay, I thought I spelled that wrong, but
maybe
did I spell that wrong?
I think you're right.
Okay. So.
And then just do like 100, 100.
100.
Like just put an ellipse. I want to see what it does.
100. Oops, 1000. Space 100. Comma space 100.
So
space,
it's a oh, you forgot the comma.
Oh.
So it's going to draw an ellipse that is 100 in, 100 down, 100 wide, 100, and then what do you need next?
What do I need? Yes. Okay, semicolon. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. So really, what it's drawing that over and over and over and over and over because Kahn Academy is calling the draw function. So Kate, one of the things that Kahn Academy has two variables outside of this for where the X and Y position of the mouse are, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you say instead of you saying ellipse 100 100 in the beginning for the X Y, if you say mouse X for the X position of the mouse and mouse Y, right? No, small letters.
Oh,
I
think I was on caps lock. Yeah. Mouse
X.
Yep. And then now. Wait, did I do that right?
Yep.
Okay. Mouse Y.
Yep. And now if you move the mouse around on that page, what happens? Ah, cool. So Kate, let me just do so. Let's restart this. And so it's as I'm moving the mouse, the X and Y position of the mouse, this draw function is happening every time. So it's putting an ellipse down, centered on where my mouse is, because you'll notice as my mouse moves, it draws ellipses that are centered on my mouse, and it draws them to be 100 high, 100 wide, right?
Yeah, but it might be easier to do something really small. I'm just gonna try it with one wide.
It probably look like almost like a line, right?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
And I can get a really small line.
Yeah.
And then if I did 10, maybe that might be better, you know, because then you'll actually see
the circle part of it, right?
Circle part, yeah. 10. See that? That's
cool.
10, so that would be really small. But something cool that I did with this, which was just a fun little thing.
Maybe make it a little bigger before we do your fun thing.
Okay, so I'm going to do 50.
Yeah.
and this is just something fun that I liked. So, instead, what do you think would happen if we switched this to Y? Wait, what happens if I just do Y and Y? Then it just stays in a line.
Right, because it's taking the Y position of where the mouse is and making that the center of the ellipse on the Y, and taking the Y position and making it the center on the X. But this is kind of fun, right, Kate? You like keep on hacking away with different things, right?
And now, what happens if I do
XX, I wonder. It probably would go the other way.
X.
Nope, stays there. Yep.
Wait, I need a...
You're still good.
Why did it stay there?
Because I guess it's still drawing, whatever the X position is, it's still going down and, drawing it the same way, so.
Yep.
I wonder what would happen. Kate, you were showing me something pretty crazy before.
Pretty weird, which was very hard to do.
Keep that same.
Oh yeah, keep this the same.
So set the X position of the center to the Y,
X
right?
position, and this is the Y position. Now I have X in the Y position and Y in the X position. Now what is gonna happen when I do this?
Oh wow! It's like moving away from the mouse, right?
Yeah, so it's like very hard to draw anything. I have to draw over here, and I have to go kitty cat because I love cats. There.
Well, now you got me curious. What would happen if we said with this Y, like we'll put a circle in the center of 200 and 200. And what if we made the width and height follow the mouse? We haven't tried this, but that would be pretty freaky, right?
I wonder.
X and
Mouse
and
Y.
Mouse Y. So like, whoa!
Whoa.
Pretty freaky, huh?
Wow, that looks like an eye.
Yeah.
It's creepy.
That's weird,
So,
huh? Well, I think we kind of showed. Do you have anything else to show, Kate?
yeah, now I just want to experiment by myself. You
Yeah.
guys can experiment if you want. Oh, now I did mouse X, and it's
That's
making this
cool.
cool circle.
Yeah.
I bet it does the same thing with mouse Y
I bet
because, you know.
Yeah.
Well, you can test it if you make a Kahn Academy account and go on.
Or what if you did what if you did in one direction, mouse Y plus 30 or plus, oops, yikes, plus 20. Then it's making ovals, right?
Yeah.
So I think what we did was showed everybody all the wonderful things. We would highly suggest learning going to Kahn Academy to learn JavaScript, right, Kate?
Yeah. Now I'm just making squares because I made it way too high.
That's right. Well, let's wrap this up. How do you say, Kate?
So
until next episode, this has been Coding with Dad and Kate, and we'll see you later, right? Bye.
Oh yeah, and one more thing.
Okay.
So, if you want us to do more of these and have like a suggestion for these, then you can leave it down in the comments so we could try to do it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, bye.
Bye.